Welcome to the Profound Podcast. As part of the business setup industry in the UAE, we understand the uncertainties entrepreneurs face when choosing the right location for their business. In the UAE, there are three main jurisdictions where businesses can be set up: mainland, free zone, and offshore. Each jurisdiction has its own unique features and benefits. Today, we'll focus on business setups in UAE free zones. Speaking of free zones, there are over 40 spread across the 7 emirates of the UAE. And joining us today is someone who truly knows what it takes to help businesses succeed in one of the UAE's top performing free zones, Khaimah Economic Zone, widely known as Rakez. Welcoming Mr. Khurram to the show. Hi, Mr. Khurram. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Alicia, thank you so much for having me today.
So, to begin with, could you please tell about your career background or your experience in UAE business setup field?
So I'll tell you, I've been in the industry for more than 10 years right now. I've been helping entrepreneurs and companies set up their businesses in the UAE, working across different industries, including tech, startups to large multinational corporations. I specialize in helping them navigate the legal, cultural, and economic landscape here in the UAE. This includes setting up their businesses, getting them bank accounts, residence visas, and assistance in accounting and bookkeeping services.
Okay. Since you are from Rakez, this is one of the key questions I have for you. What makes Rakez stand out from other UAE free zones? Or what is Rakez USP? In simple terms, why should people consider Rakez for setting up their business in UAE?
I see. So Khaimah Economic Zone, or Rakez, as you would know, is more than 24 years old right now in the market. We have currently got more than 25,000 active clients as we speak, coming from 50 different sectors and more than 100 different nationalities. You talk about spaces, we've got co-working spaces, we've got retail spaces, we've got offices that clients can rent from us. Then we have got warehouses and land for development where people can rent and build their facilities. Also, one point that you need to note is Rakez is one of the few designated free zones which allows you to enjoy 0% corporate tax on qualifying income.
Khurram, as we all know, UAE is known for its diverse expat community. So could you please tell me which countries or nationalities hold the highest number of companies in UAE free zones, particularly in Rakez?
So let's say when you talk about UAE, we have more than 200 different nationalities living and working already, which shows how culturally diverse this country is. We talk about Khaimah Economic Zone, we have people from more than 100 different countries who have set up businesses in the UAE in Rakez. The top 3 nationalities that have set up businesses in Khaimah Economic Zone are India, Pakistan and the UK.
In UAE, free zones have its own regulations. So could you please tell me what are those free zone friendly business activities in UAE, and can you please name a few well established companies in UAE free zones, particularly in Rakez?
So Alicia, basically as Rakez, what we do is we offer all types of licenses that you could be looking at. You want to set up a trading company, you want to set up an e-commerce business, you want to have a media company, educational license, consultancy services, and industrial licenses also that we offer right now, which allows you to rent a warehouse from us and do industrial manufacturing. You can rent a land facility from us and build your own factory over there. When we talk about our key clients, we have quite a few actually. To name a few of them, we've got Ashok Leyland, we've got M&T, we have Saverglass, we have Frankie, we have the Straight Group, which manufactures armored vehicles in the UAE.
Great. Khurram, which is the most attractive package at Rakez right now, and how long is it valid? I know after learning about all the advantages of setting up a company in Rakez free zone, our potential clients would definitely want to know about the pricing options available. So tell us about the pricing options.
So Alicia, the highest or the top selling package that we have right now, it's only 12,000 dirhams a year, which allows you to get a license for 1 year, residence visa for 2 years. You can choose from a different set of activities, whether it's a trading company, consultancy business, or an e-commerce license. Plus, you can sponsor your dependents as well under the visa. You can open a personal account for yourself, you can open a corporate bank account for the company, and what we do is we give you a one-stop shop solution, which means you will have access to Portal 360 that allows you to look at your company documents, apply for visas, NOCs, everything online through our Portal 360.
Perfect. So what about the payment options? Like is there
for
a
the
split?
payment option, yes, you can split the amounts. You don't have to pay the full amount upfront. You can split this into 2 installments. Half would be paid right now, and the remaining half, you will give a 6-month post-dated check.
That's the best part.
Thank you.
So can you tell me how tax-friendly are UAE free zones compared to other countries?
So Alicia, like I said, you know, the UAE's tax system is unique compared to most of the other countries due to its generally low tax burden. Here's how taxes in the UAE compare to other countries. The UAE does not impose any personal income tax. Residents and expats get to retain 100% of their salaries. When you talk about high tax countries like Denmark, Germany and Sweden, you end up paying more than 50% of your income in taxes. We talk about low tax countries like Hong Kong, Singapore, you still end up paying 15 to 20% of your income in taxes. Alicia, second thing that we talk about is the corporate tax. For most of the businesses operating in the UAE, there is no corporate tax for most of the businesses. A 9% corporate tax was introduced last year in June 2023, which means you have to pay a 9% corporate tax on profits exceeding 375,000 dirhams annually. Some of the free zones may still be exempt from corporate tax if they meet specific conditions. Accordingly, if you compare this to high tax countries like France, where you end up paying 28 to 31% as corporate tax, the US has got 21% federal tax plus state taxes. Japan has 30.6% corporate tax. Then we have low tax countries right now, which are Ireland. We have 12.5% corporate tax, Singapore 17%. There are still countries which are going to be charging you taxes higher than what you pay in the UAE. So Alicia, we talk about VAT, right? Next, that's value added tax. 5% VAT was introduced in 2018, which is among the lowest globally. Now, when you compare this to countries like Sweden and Denmark, they impose a 25% value added tax. We have moderate VAT countries like UK and Germany, which still have a 19 to 20% VAT. So now, when you talk about property taxes, right, in the UAE, you just pay a 4% DLD, a Dubai Land Department registration fee, which is 4% of the property value, and there is no annual tax to be paid. You look at countries like the US, you end up paying 0.5 to 2.5% of the property value every year as tax. Many countries impose capital gains tax. For example, in the US, you will be paying up to 20%. In the UK, up to 28%. When we talk about countries like Japan, you end up paying up to 55% inheritance tax. Excise duties are applicable on products which are harmful products like tobacco, sugary drinks.
Khurram, I think you have definitely covered all the valid points so wonderfully for our viewers. And I have this last question for you. Where can we find the Rakez team, and what is the role of channel partners like Profound Business Service?
So just to tell you, we have offices in different parts of the world as Rakez. We have an office in India, we have an office in Germany, we have 2 offices in Ras Al Khaimah, then we have an office in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi as well. What we are doing right now is we are tying up with channel partners like yourself, like Profound Business Services, which allows us to make it easy for your clients to be onboarded. You will be able to refer them to us. You will be able to help them set up a company, get them bank account assistance, corporate tax registration services, accounting, bookkeeping services, and the visa services as well.
Okay. Khurram, take a deep breath. I have a question for you. How can I set up a company in Rakez Free Zone? Tell me in 10 seconds.
All we need from you to set up your business in the UAE is your passport copy, 3 proposed company names, business activity, and your address. That's about it.
Khurram, it was a pleasure having you on the show. I believe our viewers got the right amount of information regarding business setup in UAE free zones, and we look up to you for more such updates.
Likewise, Alicia. Thank you so much for having me today. It was a pleasure meeting you and the entire team and discussing everything about setting up your business in the UAE. Thank you, Alicia, and thank you, Profound.